Dungeonfy. On the outside, a small RPG made in Minecraft, but in the inside, it's so much more. This is my experience on Dungeonfy. Chapter 0 Introduction. If you don't know what Dungeonfy is, then I don't know why you clicked on this video, but I'll give you a quick rundown. As I said, Dungeonfy is an RPG made in Minecraft, but that's not the main reason why I used to play. The main reason was the community. Dungeonfy, having a small community at the time of me joining, meant that my presence on Discord wasn't ignored, although I rarely spoke in the Discord. And though I wasn't well known in the OG Dungeonfy community, I did know somebody who was, and that person was Chicken Man. If you don't know who Chicken Man is, he was an admin for this small RPG server. But to understand how he got here, we need to go back to the very start. Chapter 1 First Join. The year is 2021, and I just found out what Minehut is. And, like any normal person, I was spamming the Find Random Server button to get randomly selected to join. You guessed it, it's Epic Box Duel Lifesteal SMP. So, I clicked Join Random again, and joined Dungeonfy for the first time. The server was pretty small at the time, with only the village, mountain, and OG Nether, RIP Tingley. Pets didn't exist yet, the desert didn't exist yet, and the giant didn't exist yet, just to name a few. And after cheesing the Tingly Beast with Chicken Man and killing the Ice Dude, I logged off, not knowing how much time I would spend on the server. But I wouldn't join Dungeonfy again until sometime later. Fast forward a couple of months, and I was on Minehut with Chicken Man, spamming the Find Random Server button until we found a good server. And Chicken Man, by chance, got queued into Dungeonfy, and that was when it really started. The beginning. This was when me and Chicken Man started playing Dungeonfy almost every day. A couple of days after really getting into Dungeonfy, we joined the Discord server. At the time, the server probably had less than 30 people, and Chicken Man, using the server a lot, was noticed by Enoch and became an admin. As many updates came and passed, such as the end update, Dungeonfy, unknowingly to everyone, was about to enter the most uncertain era of its history. Identity crisis. Around the winter of 2021, Dungeonfy was gone, and Enoch used the server slot for other servers such as Wi-Fi, RuneFi, Ordered Hardcore, Enoch SMP, Pants RPG, and in general just way too many servers, most of which were reset a couple of days later to make space for the next one. The server that lasted the longest was Boarded Hardcore, which recently got rebooted, so check it out. My most fond memory of the Identity Crisis era was on Wi-Fi when me and Shadow Stater, raced to get 100 Superbucks, which was that server's currency. Basically, what we did was waste a day grinding logs just for the server to get reset a couple days later. Anyways, nostalgia aside, Enoch brought an end to this era, realizing most, if not all, of the community wanted Dungeonfy back. And with the end of an era, a new one begins. An era of rebirth. Dungeonfy is back. Popularity spiked as old and new players join Dungeonfy. New updates come, such as the mining update, where Andy spends all of his time on Dungeonfy, Raw's Temple display from STR Wolfie to show just how powerful command blocks can be, an entire overhaul for the Nether area, the Vorpal bow being better as a melee weapon than a ranged one, and many new bosses being added. All these updates caused me and many other players to rack up multiple days of playtime, just grinding for the best gear after every update. But I haven't played Dungeonfy in almost a year, and to explain why, I have to tell you a story of Dungeonfy's. Dungeonfy finally had dungeons. This was probably the most asked for update by the community. I logged on to Dungeonfy, but I just wasn't motivated to grind anymore. The community that made me want to play in the first place was changing. Summer was close to ending, school was starting, and I was losing interest in Minecraft as a whole. I slowly moved on to other games like Bloons, Stardew, and Counter-Strike. That's why I stopped playing, and why I think many of the other OGs stopped playing as well. Well, I can't speak for them. Chapter 6 The End. So, is that it? Is Dungeonfy, the server we spent our entire 2021 and 2 summer, cursed to be dead forever? Well, with Dungeonfy 2 just around the corner and summer starting up, I wouldn't be surprised if Dungeonfy suddenly gets popular again. But if that doesn't happen, I want you, yes you, the person watching this video, to log on to dungeonfy.minehut.gg and remember all the memories you had on this server, especially the OGs. And remember, Dungeonfy isn't about grinding. It's about the community and having fun. Because
One
one
day,
day,
we'll look
we'll look
back at
back
where
at
we
where we
started
started
and be amazed by how far we've come.
Well, yes, I did just put a Technoblade quote in my video. Thank you for asking. Technoblade aside, please subscribe, as writing, recording, and especially editing this video took a lot of work, and I would be really appreciative if you would help me beat Enoch subscribers. Also, I would like to shout out Enoch, Chicken Man, and all of the Dungeonfy community for making Dungeonfy fun. Yes, I did just play old Dan TDM intro music. Hey, do you guys know who Stan